Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode we're going to be playing everyone's favorite busted hero, Medivh. We're going to be playing him in true quick match fashion because no one knows how to take portals, and you should not be expecting for anybody to take portals with this character. That being said, the map is Garden of Terror. It's huge. It's going to be pretty conducive with the clumped up team fights for the objective to us. And it is a YouTube video, so feel free to like, comment, and subscribe your heart out. This is number 4 of this week. But we do plenty of characters each time, and eventually we'll happen upon one that you like. Teach you a little bit of something about something. Now, oh my god, just instantly destroyed the Malthael. You cannot go in like that, my friend. It don't work that way. Team comps today are going to be Raynor, May, Kharazim, Orphea, and Medivh versus Greymane, Rhaegar, Malthael, Tyrael, and Gul'dan. So things are going to be rough. And we may have to end up saving our shield for some crazy engages from the enemy team, but we'll find out if that's even necessary at all. So Medivh is by and large considered really oppressively unfun to play against for players who are very good at the game, for a number of reasons. He is completely invulnerable while in his mounted form. He creates vision for his team while in mounted form, and he can shrug off a lot of dodge damage over time with his bird form as well. So everything about Medivh and his mount is probably, I wouldn't call it number 1 in priority of why he's busted, but it's definitely up there. There are not any other characters in the game who can go invincible every 4 seconds whenever they are struck by the whim. So there's that. Number 2 about Medivh is his E, called Portal. And even though all the teammates that you will ever get in Quick Match will always walk past those things and never touch them, Portal creates a huge link between point A and point B that makes not just you, it's not just a Medivh thing going through the portals, your entire team gets this instantaneous team-wide flash, just blink to the other side with the portal. Now that creates engages from just crazy flanks. It gives engages to characters who don't normally have them. So if you have a Raynor and then you put a portal behind a Zeratul who is trying to flee, suddenly that Raynor has blinked on top of that Zeratul and is in prime position to kill them. So, I mean, just tell me how not, or how fair this ability is. It's just, it's not. And then next on the list, in case you needed more reason to call this character busted, we're just throwing off the Gul'dan dots BTW. We're just hitting our Z, and then half of Gul'dan's damage disappears, which is nuts. But all right, look at all that dot damage. Poof, gone. 'Cause I'm a bird. Trying to put a portal down to save some teammates, but they don't even need it. They're just going on a killing spree. And we're going to get the first objective for free. Now, the third reason, I'm sure you've seen it by now. It's called Force of Will. It is Force of Will. It is a big-ass shield that we put on people that makes them completely protected. And once that shield has dissipated and absorbed a whole bunch of damage, it's going to heal the target for 20% of the damage that it absorbs. I don't need to tell you, being invincible is really good. And this ability is not on a long cooldown either. 9 seconds is not that bad when it comes to saving someone from certain death. Couple that with the fact that May can save herself with her own shield. Kharazim's gonna palm himself, assuming he's gonna palm himself or a team member. Like, having that shield on someone is gonna make everything about our team and our engage and our team fight so much better. Not to mention, if they ever get engaged on like one person, Medivh can turn that entire engage to nothing by hitting a single force of will. It's blocking all of that damage in a span of however often it happens. Oh my god, I might be dead. No, we're gonna live. Okay, and perfect. Everybody making it out here except Tyrael. He's trying to use his gun. Oh, there goes Raynor. I guess I spoke too soon. Unfortunate. Probably least on the busted list for Medivh is going to be his Q, which has a built-in quest and a couple of pretty neat things going on there. But it's going to basically throw out a fireball, and enemies in the path are going to reduce its cooldown by 5 seconds and refund mana by 50. That's if you hit a hero. So if you hit a hero, the cooldown for the ability goes from 7 seconds to 2 seconds, and you can start slinging that bad boy like crazy in team fights. It's really, really, really good damage because of how often that you can use it and how little mana that it's actually costing you because you're hitting people with it. It does require some decent aim from the Medivh player, so it's part of the Medivh experience. Getting used to all the busted shit means that you have to be good at it. You can't just, do it all and hope to win the game passively. But the other portion of the Q ability is the built-in quest. Like I mentioned, it was called Master's Touch. It used to be a talent that you would get at level 7, and then once you completed it, we're going to permanently increase the damage of the ability by 75 and the cooldown reduction of the ability by another second. Oh my god, he threw the Greymane in to the Kharazim, who was basically already dead. Are we going to get him? No one is going to die from that whole engage. You can't be serious. Maybe? There he is. Alright, Raynor making sure that our team does not completely embarrass themselves letting anyone get away there. But the Q quest, once you complete it, so once you stack all 40 up, that basically means when you hit a hero with your Q, it is going to have a 1 second cooldown, which is stupid. Especially because the talents that we're taking later in the game are going to make that ability absolutely ungodly, ridiculously broken. I'm trying to give them a portal kit out. I'm a little bit scared. Mei is dead. We're 3 versus 3 right now because Orphea is up in the top lane doing whatever. I'm just going to eat a judgment casually. Kharazim, I think he's going to palm. Yeah, let's give him a portal out in case he needs it. Doesn't look like he does because Raynor's got his back, and Kharazim has taken over the tank position as the only melee character in our comp. Yeah, literally the only melee character, even though Mei is a tank. Anyway, we can talk about the build now, because that, we got to kind of run that through quick, because there is a lot of nuance to playing Medivh that I think it's going to be important to talk about. So, Raven's Intellect is our quick match talent. I don't know why you were in there. I don't know why you didn't take the portal out, but choose a talent. That's your decision. We're taking Raven's Intellect to increase our mana and health regen by 75%, and that is only 100% only because we're playing in Quick Match. Even to some extent in Storm League, that can still be a shit, or sorry, it could be the best talent. The reason all the hesitation is in my voice right now is because the actual busted talent at this tier is Portal Mastery. Now, what Portal Mastery does is allows you to place the 2 locations. Can we save him? I don't think we can. No, I need to save myself. Thank you for the palm. I didn't need it. I would have loved to not have to need it, but thank you. Anyway, I like where your head's at. Even though Orphea died on the other side of the map for some reason. Not super sure what that was about. Anyway, so Portal Mastery, allowing you to place portals while you're in bird form and putting the locations wherever you want to, you can supremely coordinate team-wide attacks, flanks, escapes, anything from 100% invincibility. Now, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to people in Quick Match or even in Storm League, like I said, because I feel like 90% of the population is just allergic to portals, but like, what the fuck do I know, right? Ugh. Anyway, in the highest tiers of play, if you're keeping up with the CCL right now, you can see the Portal Mastery is a 100% all-the-time pick for Medivh at level 1. No other options for that. It is the best talent and part of the reason that Medivh is such a busted character. So, our level 4 talent is going to be Raven Familiar. Raven Familiar is going to put a lot of the onus on your team, again, because they have to enter the portal to get the effects of it. Oh my god, go away, please. Whew. But Raven Familiar, when we go through a portal, the portal is going to give us a Raven, which is going to buff our auto attack. The next basic attack against a hero within 5 seconds is going to deal an additional 205 damage and slow them by 30%. So, anybody who walks through the portal, whether they are a ranged or a melee or whatever kind of hero, now gets a beefier auto attack and a 30% slow. Orphea getting absolutely blown to pieces. I don't want Karazim to die, so we'll just kind of run some interference for him there. Sucks for the Orphea, but I mean, at some point you have to really pay attention to where you're standing and who you're fighting and how they're attacking you. Oh my god, Greymane didn't get the message either. Let's jump on in here with the portal, see if we can catch him. And we're putting all of our attention on the Rhaegar. Okay. It's fine. I didn't want to kill anybody. We're doing okay. We have a 16 to 15 advantage. Gul'dan's still clearing. Can we kill him? Are you sure? Do you think? There's a portal. It's going to let us go in. We're going to have that slowing auto attack. And we stopped hitting him. We're going to kill him. We're not going to kill him. Everything is terrible. And the game hates me. So, back to the talent build. Our level 7 talent is called Arcane Explosion. When Force of Will expires, it deals 150 damage to nearby enemies, plus 50% of the damage it prevented, up to 590 additional damage. So, if your target is getting blasted by that judgment, and then a whole lot of damage from the rest of that team, suddenly that Force of Will is going to heal them for 20% of that amount, and it is going to deal a shitload of damage back to them in an AoE. Not only that, but it's going to couple insanely well with the 13 talent Circle of Protection, because Circle of Protection is going to drop your Force of Will on multiple people in the AoE. Trying to get over here. I don't think she needs the shield. Oh, we're turning it on the enemy team here. Coming in with the portal, slowing down the Rhaegar with our autos, and everyone else on my team doing the same thing. Fantastic stuff, guys. Way to go. Way to use them birds. Trying to catch him with the Leyline, which is our ult. But they all dodged it. Leyline Seal, what this is going to do is after 0.5 seconds, it's going to shoot a big old line of stuff, and it's going to stop anybody hit, including Deathwing, for 3 seconds, which is really, really strong, but it only works on heroes. So, absolutely perfect for stealing bosses. Doesn't have the same hang-ups that Void Prison does when you're trying to VP on the boss point. Really, really strong stuff. Polybomb is good too in certain situations, but Leyline Seal is generally the pick.
You enjoyed that.
Yeah. Now, 16 is the whole reason that our Q is as busted as it is. So, having that 1 second cooldown on our Q is now going to equate to basic attacks, reduce Medivh's heroic ability by 3%. Each enemy hero hit by Arcane Rift, our Q, is going to reduce our heroic ability by 9%. It's going to reduce the cooldown by 9%. So, the ability is on an 80-second cooldown. Hitting our Q on even just a single target is going to reduce that by about 7.5-ish seconds. And then when the enemy team just wants to clump up like there is no tomorrow, I don't have a shield for you, buddy, my bad. I can block for that Mei, though, for sure, until she dies. And then she's going to get palmed. And then we're still going to get the building, and the enemy team has to walk away, losing 2 people. 4-1. Love it. Way to go, team. Making it happen. Really supporting legends out here. But the 16, having a percentage cooldown reduction on your absolutely busted heroic ability means that you can just use that bad boy for any situation that really captures you that day. You want to set up a wombo? Bam, do it. You want to pick a guy out? Do it. You want to create a big disengage so your team can get away? Do it. Anything that you want to do is possible once you hit 16 with Leyline Seal. And if you've taken Polybomb, that bad boy is on such a ridiculously short cooldown that you could just use it like it's a basic ability. It's so insane that this talent exists. The other talents, I don't even, like, excuse me? Why do we do that? It may be, Stable Portal may be a pick in competitive play, keeping the portal uptime for longer, but I'm not sure, because the cooldown reduction seems pretty fucking OP. That's the point blank judgment. I don't know if that Tyrael really understands that that was the bad decision. Orvia dying out in the middle of the enemy team, though, so they are on their way back into this. Tyrael down, traded him for Karazim. We've got Raynor and Mei on the retreat. I'm not going to take any damage that I'm super worried about. Portal coming off of our cooldown now. Doesn't look like there's anything else we can do. Trading 3 for 1 there. Not ideal. Or Orphea dying under the court doesn't seem like a good way to end the game, you know what I'm saying? But our level 20 talents called Medivh Cheats increase the duration of the time stop by 33%, which is 1 additional second, and gain the ability to redirect the wave once while it is active. So it is now 4 seconds of time stop, and if we miss it on the first go round, we can swing that bad boy around and catch somebody on a new trajectory, which is awesome. It really just makes that ability extra busted. But this is only, I think, when you're even or you're ahead. If you are behind, especially in Soak, Guardian of Tirisfal is going to be extremely, extremely, extremely strong. Because it does kill all minions, including catapults, in 1 hit. So if you line your Q up on a wave and just launch it at level 20 with that talent, they all die, including the Alteract minions, the big beefy gnolls. Even those guys are going to die 1 hit. Not sure what Orphea is doing up in the top lane. Really makes no sense to be defending a fort when the potentially game-ending team fight is going on here. Wasn't able to catch Malthael. He just barely dodged that Leyline Seal redirection. But now she's here. We've got a whole thing going on. She's channeling the objective instead of fighting. We're all getting feared. Malthael going down. Tyrael is next. I'm going to get blasted by the Greymane. Now Karazim is down as well. You don't go around the long way when your team is on... Oh my god, man. Okay. Alright, here's where you bring it back. You redeem yourself, kill everybody. You could do it. I believe in you. Got one, and... Oh man, that was so close. So, you almost did it. You almost did it. That was 30% of a redemption there for you. I will give you that. But anyway. Yeah. So, Medivh, again, since this character is so incredibly strong, he requires a very, very, very strong understanding of the game from both you and your team. So, it's not just the character himself that is busted, but he enables a good team to be impossible to beat. So, I mean, do what you will with that if you're going to play him in quick match. If you have friends that are okay with you playing this guy, or that like, you know, will work with you, know how to use portals, know how to wait for Force of Will cooldowns, he's going to be busted. But if you're just playing by yourself and hoping to carry a game with a character, Medivh is probably not that character. The only reason I think we're doing so well in this game is because my team has some idea of what to do with... Oh my god! No, you stay right there. The judgment is going to stay completely active on Karazim, and Tyrael is now in a very bad neighborhood. Oh, I love that. Gotta go back in here with our portal. Nope, not gonna do it. Gonna instead get the big storm shield from our monk, and then absolutely shred that Greymane and Tyrael. Unfortunately, losing our healer isn't going to be the best thing in the world, but Malthael on his way as well. Remember, the portal's active, so when we go into it, we get a buffed attack, and you can go back into it once you have gone into it. So you can dance back and forth on those portals for ages and get a whole bunch. What are you doing in the top lane? The game is over. Come end the game now. This is it. This is the way to do it. Everybody report to the core. Holy shit. There's 3 catapults and a massive minion wave. Plus a Rainer. I don't know. Anyway, I'll stop ranting because I'm sure these are just new players. Just a quick match. He didn't take Exterminator anyway, but that's fine. Everybody's okay. Yeah. There you have it, though. That's a Medivh game. Again, all the nuance to Medivh really comes in through your heroic ability cooldown reduction. Look, it's me. I'm an owl guy. So, not even that. Okay, so number 1, most important thing, portals. Even if it's just you, making good use of your portals is very important. It's even more important if you have a team. So, portals, get used to them. Figure out how they work. Medivh always puts, if you haven't taken portal mastery at level 1, Medivh always puts one portal at his feet, and the other portal goes to wherever you place it. So Medivh is always going to be at the first portal, and then you pop in there, pop out wherever you put the other one. That's how that works. Get used to that. That's the most important fundamental thing about being good with Medivh. Secondly, use all your support instincts, your healer instincts, to use that force of will correctly. Block as much damage as you can incoming from the enemy team when they dive onto a single person, which they inevitably will, because someone will always be in the wrong spot getting caught. But force of will, number 2 most important thing. Number 3 most important thing is aiming your Q correctly, because that is going to enable you to deal all of your damage as this character, because that's where it all comes from. Is going to, once you hit 16, be reducing all the cooldowns of your Leyline Seal or your Polybomb, your ultimate, whatever you want to call it. And then obviously it's going to be where all of your mana sustain comes from, where all of your damage is, where all of your heroic cooldown reduction. It's important, but it is not as important as saving people, as getting people in and out, and then as getting in and out of yourselves. And then number 4, most important, is remembering when to use your bird, whether it's to dodge damage, whether it's to get away from a chase. Like if you're being chased around in the fog of war and you have a decent distance on a person coming after you, once you get into a bush, you can hit Z, become a bird, and then nothing matters anymore because you cannot be attacked because you're completely invincible in bird form. I know, it's broken. I don't know why more people don't play this character, but it's probably why he's still so busted in competitive play. That'll do it for me today. Again, Medivh, figure him out, have yourself a grand old time, frustrate a whole bunch of other people playing into him. That's how it works. We'll be back next week to do more stuff. I'm going to be honest with you, this weekend was a really rough spot for games, so these took a lot out of me, but keep on keeping on. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'll see you later.